I was like, the boy ain't that fast. Bet. So I remember specifically when I saw him, I didn't like his drip. All right? I didn't like his drip. Shorts were really short. Mind you, this is in the 2000s, right? And so he had like really short shorts. However, that's what these niggas wear in track. Like that's what the niggas wear when they run track, right? Long distance track especially. But I didn't like his drip. Back then, you want to have some long shorts at least past your knees, for good effect. His shit was short. I was like, nigga, your drip, man, this nigga ain't about shit. His drip ain't doing nothing. Either way. After that, now it's time to go inside to the gym. And the first thing they always do, 3-man weave, right? Do a 3-man weave. Then after they did layup lines, jump shot lines. Then we did some suicides. Now it's time. The first drill was basically 3-on-3, right? So, where you do like ones, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when I point at you, you're 1, point at you, you're 2. So they did that and they cut off 3v3. It was me, Dale, and remember the guy that I said there was different Reiatsu coming from him when I saw him? It was Reiatsu coming from me because he was 6'6". Me, Dale, and Mr. 6'6" was on a team. It was Ekene, Kenny, and Terrell on one team, right? And my guy, Devon, he was on another team, playing with some people that he really never played with, but he was on that team, right? And mind you, this is junior varsity tryouts. So the 3v3, Dale is shorter than me, right? And Mr. 6'6", he can't stick with, he's raw, right? He was fresh off, I think he's from France. He was just tall as hell, want to try out. He's not really good at basketball. So I'm like, I got Ekene. Dale, you get Kenny. 6'6", you get Terrell. Right? And so they're like, all right, bet. So I remember the first play. Kenny and Ekene, no one wanted to go at the top of the key because they didn't want to check the ball up. They want to check the ball up because, if you check the ball up, you got to pass it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? It's tryouts. What are y'all niggas doing? At this point, this is my first time ever seeing him do anything on the basketball court. He goes into triple threat. And I remember he did a one dribble and then he went to cross it back over to his left. And I was like, Nani? Your ass. Your ass. Your ass. So anyway, he crossed over to his left. And it was the most generic right to left crossover I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, wait, what? So he shot the ball, he missed it. We got it back. Then I'm dribbling at the top of the key. I'm still trying to process what's happening. I give the ball to 6'6". He takes a three. I'm like, no more. But I'm like, no. This isn't right. That's not what I felt. So now Kenny comes down. He takes a shot. They miss again. But I'm looking at Ekene and he's He's frustrated. I can see that he's frustrated. I get the ball. He's on me at this point, right? He's on me. I quick in and out. I get to the basket. Easy layup. He can't stay in front of me. So now I realize your dribble is suspect. You're not that quick as I suspected off of your 100-meter dash. I got you. When I say that we dominated at 3-on-3, it's probably like 11-2. And the 2 points were from Terrell. Because I checked, I was switching off between Kenny and Ekene, and he did not do shit the entire game, right? And for Kenny, it was all just heisting, right? Just pull-ups, 3-point fadeaways, right? Dominated. At that point, we switch up. We start playing 3-on-3 against other different teams. Then we get to 5-on-5s. From what I remember, my boy Devon, he was not used to 5-on-5s. So him, Ekene, and Kenny, they would not pass the ball. They wouldn't pass the ball. Like, they kept, I feel like Ekene was trying to prove to everyone that he was as good as he said he was. And then Kenny, he was trying to show as well. And then for Devon, I think it was like a chip on his shoulder. Like, I'm older than these guys. I'm a junior trying out for JV. I got to do something. So they were trying way too hard. Either way, we played like 3 games of 5v5. I do not think Ekene, Kenneth, or Devon played well. I feel like I played really fucking well because it was basically just defense and layups. Didn't have to take really a jumper. Took a couple mid-range jumpers, but I feel like I dominated. It was like this 5'6" dude as well that was pretty good ball handler that I felt like was... He didn't come to study hall either, but he was probably somebody that was pretty good, but he's 5'6". So it was just like, you're 5'6", right? So anyway, end of tryouts. It was one day. He was like, all right, y'all, if you make it, your name is going to be on the list in the morning. All right? I'm like, bet. We walking home, I'm talking to Devon. He's like, yo, Brago, how you think I did? I was like, I feel like you're trying too hard. Like, what was going on? He was like, I was nervous, so I never played any organized basketball in my life. I was like, yeah, I mean, either way, you should be fine. You're better than most of the dudes in there. You see, you're better than every other dude in there anyway. He's like, what do you mean better than every other dude? He said, I'm the best. I was like, yeah, every other dude, but you're not better than me, nigga. So anyway, we went to play some more one-on-ones. Probably, like, I think that it was still split, like 50-50 either way. I think I probably got one up on him that time because I think I got in his head a little bit. But either way, next day comes, the coach puts up the list, and look at the team. Devon did not make the team. Kenny didn't make the team. And Ekene made the team, but it was conditional. It was like something, it was like asterisks or some shit like that. So here's what happened. Ekene, because of how it looked, right? Because of how it looked, it was like some condition for him. He did not want to play. He said, I ain't playing for this fucking team then. He never came to practice and said that he didn't want to play. So Ekene wasn't on the team. Yeah, he was a little, he was a bitch. He was a little bitch. You know what I'm saying? He was a little bitch. But either way, we made JV. And I'm clearly the best player. I think Devon would be the second best player, Kenny would be third, and Ekene would probably be fourth, right? Three of the best 4, I think, did not make the team. Right? They did not make the team. So then I'm basically stuck with a 5'6" point guard. Some niggas was playing basketball and a 6'6" dude that don't really know how to play basketball. We had like 3 plays. Right? We had like 3 plays. All the plays were for me. Okay. Oh, we had this one dude that transferred in the middle of the season. His name was Eugene. And he was a big man and he was pretty good. And I feel like he was good enough where after he got to the team, they started running plays for him as well. We had a play called One, right? And it's basically run to one side of the court, then I run along the baseline, power forward and center set screens, then I pop out for a jump shot. That's called One. 2 is the exact same play, but instead of shooting the ball, I pump fake, then I shoot the ball. 3, exact same play, but instead of shooting or pump faking, I dump it in to Eugene. Those were the only plays we had, other than the out of bounds plays. That's it. I swear to God, that was it. We had 2 ball handlers. It was me and Seth, and the dude was 5'6", and the thing is, he was so small, he kept getting trapped. And he always felt like he could dribble through everyone. Kept getting trapped. And here's the thing. We had a dude that was 6'6". He was 6'6". Mind you, in high school, the max you see somebody as a center is probably like 6'2". He is 6'6". 6'6". He doesn't know how to play basketball. His hands. I feel like my hands are bigger than his hands. He's my guy. I fuck with him. That's my guy. But oh my fucking God. I remember one time we had an out of bounds play. I got fucking chewed out because I gave him the ball. I passed the ball in and he just fucking fumbled the ball. Coach is like, get him the fucking ball. I'm like, he dropped the ball. Sit down on the bench next to me. Bro, the next time I get in the game and it's an out of bounds play, I feel a little bad for this now because I would never forget it because I was so fucking mad. It's an out of bounds play. Nigga, I fucking beamed the ball off this nigga's chest. It hit so hard that I got the fucking ball back when I jumped back in bounds. He's like, oh, fuck, man. He's like, oh, man. Because it's like, he wasn't American, but you know, like when a nigga just moved to the States, they try to like put on an American accent. He's like, oh, man. That hurt, bruh. I was like, catch the fucking ball. Catch the fucking ball. So either way, the team was trash. I remember my girl at the time. She went to a different school that was in the same district or whatever. And so after we played her school, I remember she said, yeah, she's like, yeah, some dudes at my school, they say y'all suck. I was like, fuck them niggas. Well, they say y'all suck except for number 35. She's like, is that your number? Yeah. That was my number. But yeah, that was my number, and I was like, all right. All right. At that point, bro, I ain't give a fuck. I was like, bro, we suck. And then what happened was, towards like the latter half of the season, I was playing games with Varsity, right? So I play with JV and I play with Varsity. At the end of that, well, so the last team we played, right? The last game we played of that season, my 10th grade year, we played, I'm going to say the school now, because the school is important. We played Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Eleanor Roosevelt High School was perennially the best high school in our region. They would go out and recruit niggas to play for them, right? Eleanor Roosevelt. Everybody like, man, we play Rose, right? So, last game, I had mentioned this to you guys before, right? That in another stream, I talked about one game. It was at home. It's against this team named Bladensburg. And what happened was, crowd going crazy. We winning the game. This is one of our best games, right? But Blade was trash too. But this was a game that we felt we could win. It was a close game, but what happened in this game, bro? Fucking Mr. 6'6" comes into the game. And we run it's called stack. The play was called stack, where people stack up and then you go to different places based on your position, whatever. We run stack, and he gets the ball. He gets the ball. And I said it before, but when I said that once he gets the ball, he does the best fucking finish I ever seen him do. He goes up with authority, slap the backboard, and put that ball in. I was like, bro, that's our fucking basket. Oh, God. That's our fucking basket. So, I look at my coach, right? I look at my coach. He's like, what the fuck? And then I look at the ref. The ref are looking at each other like, right? They're like, all right, timeout. They're like, I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck do we do? He's scoring his own basket. That nigga retarded. Like, what the fuck do we do? All right. Bro, I put that on everything that shit happened. I put that on everything. Scored on our own basket. And then I'm walking up to him, right? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? My bad, man. My bad. I just got into the game. It's cool. It's cool. We're still up 2. It's fine. All right? It's fine. Bro, I remember specifically this moment. I was tired and I was bending over. I was like, I got to go to a different school. I gotta go to a different school. But that was like the game against Blade. We ended up winning it. That was a game, funny enough, my girlfriend came to, and I hit like a big 3 to ice the game. Got so much pussy that I'm playing. Either way, final game of the season. We playing against Rose, right? And I feel like, all right, y'all. This is our last game of the season, right? Playing against Rose, we got to show up, right? If we don't show up, they're going to bust our ass. All right? Terry, catch the fucking ball. Eugene, keep the ball high. Seth, pass out of the fucking trap. All right? Akin, rebound. All right? We got it. All right? We got it. Bet. We kept the game close for 3 quarters. I ain't going to lie. I was hooping, bro. I was fucking hooping. On defense and offense. And Eugene was hooping too. I think Eugene had like 20 for sure. Right? Game was close to the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter, game gets away from us. We end up losing by 12. I think they had like 60 something. Right? It was a high scoring game. Or 50 something. And I remember I was like, fuck. And then when I played varsity, because JV plays first and varsity plays. And I think I got like 2 or 3 minutes in that game. And I think I scored like 3 layups. So, and then the varsity team was pretty good. And the varsity team actually went to the playoffs at that time. And I played in the playoff games with varsity. But here's the thing. After the Rose game, right? After the Rose game. Remember, I'm walking off the court. And the ref came up to me, right? The fucking ref. And the ref was like,